let us unwrap this.
I'm gonna ask you rapid fire questions about check and mate.
I'm very hopped up on caffeine right now. And then bam, they are in love. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, hi. My name is Anshula and today is the start of another reading vlog. It is Valentine's week and I am in the mood for cute romance books. I have a mini TBR set up. I probably won't get to all of these books, but I am hoping to. I'm cafe hopping today. There's a Valentine's week coffee crawl in Nashville where each of the indie coffee houses are serving a Valentine's Day special. So I wanted to try working out of the different cafes for the rest of the day. And as a little bonus, a portion of each of the coffee houses Valentine's Day specials are going to different grassroots organizations in the Nashville area. I'm just taking my planner. I thought this would be a good time to break in my coffee passport. Let me show it to y'all. This is from Letterfolk and it's a little passport sized way to log coffee shop experiences. I originally got their date journal and that mini notebook is quickly turning into a little scrapbook of Vyas in my weekly date nights.
So that's the conversation.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Lost in my work. I forgot that I was filming a reading vlog and I forgot to read my book.
Reading Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is an academic rivals hate to love romance. Well, Celine and Bradley don't love each other at the moment, but I'm 99% sure they will by the end of this book. Celine is a determined type A student who wants to pursue law. She's a little TikTok and conspiracy theory obsessed, but she's school smart and she knows it. She used to be friends with Bradley Green, who Celine thinks dropped her like a hot potato once he became popular. Bradley's a football player. He's sociable and a people person. I don't feel like Celine and Bradley's intense hatred of each other has a really strong foundation, especially since they used to be best friends. As friends, they should have learn to communicate with each other and express their feelings. As much as I like the enemies to friends to lovers trope because it takes the time to smooth out misunderstandings and undo confirmation bias, Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute right now feels like the opposite. It feels like friends to enemies to lovers. But it's also so sweet. I was smiling a lot while reading this. I love Bradley and Celine's spirited dialogue. This book is so dramatic in a perfectly teenage, unrelentlessly upset, I'm so sick of 17, brutal by Olivia Rodrigo sort of way. Celine and Bradley both end up in the Breakspear enrichment program because drama, a course that drops them in the woods and tests a range of skills. I feel like now that they are in the woods together, there's more forced proximity, so they have to undo their biases and attitudes towards each other. I am loving Talia Hibbert's writing style. This is my first time reading a book by Talia Hibbert. I know she's a very popular adult romance author. Everyone describes her adult contemporaries as really fluffy and smutty, so I guess she writes fluffy smut. Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute is her YA debut, and I was curious about what led her to write YA after establishing herself as a prolific adult romance author. And it seems like Nicola and David Yoon's Random House imprint reached out to her. After seeing her adult novels, Joy Revolution was like, hey, would you be interested in writing a YA book. In an interview with NPR, Hibbert says, "At the time I hadn't, and I told him as much, but I started thinking about it, and after days I went from, I've never done that before and I don't know if I could do that, to, well, I really like YA and I think this sounds really cool, so why shouldn't I do it?" When I came up with the pitch for Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, I was like, I really want to write this. Actually, I really changed my mind. So Hibbert brought her trademark sweetness in romances to the YA world, and this book is really hard to dislike. It is truly adorable. I also finished buddy reading Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood yesterday. I originally read this rivals to lovers, chess prodigies romance for the first time last year. I remember I was completely obsessed with this novel for about 2 weeks. I even bought Vyas a chess set for Christmas, and we started listening to the audiobook version together while playing chess. I had previously read the book on my Kindle, and then I forgot about the audiobook. My husband and I stopped playing chess, and this month we started listening to the audiobook for Check and Mate again, because I realized after trying the 24-hour readathon challenge that I really enjoy listening to audiobooks while meal prepping. I don't feel the same way about Check and Mate as I did last year. I still love the energy of the story, and Mallory's sisters put the comedy in rom-com. Mallory's a sympathetic character. She's a bit mom mode. She's only 18, but she feels like she needs to be overprotective and provide for her family. Mallory isn't nurturing, and I think that's because her mom is still present in her life and acts as the loving figure. Mallory's mom is chronically ill, so her mom physically can't do everything. Nolan is a chess champion. He has a reputation for being a chess bad boy. It's Nolan that Mallory finds herself drawn to, whether she wants to or not. Nolan's big hands and height are mentioned a lot in Check and Mate, and while listening to the audiobook, I realized a side character I thought was pronounced Coach is actually Cock. And after that, a lot of the humor around him felt sophomoric. Some of the references were weird and unnecessary, particularly the Percy Jackson one. I really wish I could unread that one. There's a lot of truly funny moments despite the cringe situations. I think if I listened to the audiobook first though, I would have DNF'd Check and Mate. The audiobook narrator is amazing, by the way, but it wasn't until I heard the narration that I realized how many innuendos there are in this book, and I don't know what qualifies as young adult, but I personally felt like Check and Mate definitely enters the territory of new adult. I'm also being nitpicky because it's my second read through of this book. I still really enjoyed the book.
I'm gonna ask you rapid fire questions about Check and Mate. 1. How would you rate Check and Mate?
5 out of 5.
Who was your favorite character?
I'll be honest, I liked her sisters the most. The dialogue with her sisters was so on point and so good. Oh my goodness, they were so funny.
I can see you liking the sisters. The sisters have a very unhinged Sophie Kinsella sort of humor. My favorite characters were Oz and Daphne.
Oz and Ooh.
What was your favorite moment in the book?
When all the drama from at home just stopped. A lot of it was artificial drama of, oh, but I thought you didn't want to talk about this. Oh, but I thought you didn't want to talk about this. But I was trying to protect you. But I was trying to protect you. It's like, okay, no, just done. We're done with that. We're adults. Talk. Cool. Now you can move on with the story.
They play a lot of different chess games with different opponents in the book. What was your favorite match to read about? Even if it's not accurate to chess.
I don't remember them too well, I'll be honest. I don't remember
really?
them too well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you pick up another book by this author?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You could tell me how you feel about The Love Hypothesis. Every book is meant to be enjoyed by somebody, and I enjoyed this the first time I read it. Maybe if I read the physical book and you listen to the audiobook, we can love all of these books. It's getting really dark. I should probably stop this.
Okay.
Tonight I am heading to Frothy Monkey, which is one of my favorite Tennessee area chains. They are serving a rose and anise mocha. I'm gonna order decaf for the sake of my sanity because I'm very hopped up on caffeine right now. Yesterday, I visited the Frothy Monkey location in Franklin because it's right next to the Williamson County Public Library. The Williamson County Public Library has an annual display of blind dates with a book that you can check out. I've only ever been on one blind date with a book before. I went to Book People in Austin several years ago and I picked out a book wrapped in brown packaging that said, if you like dark fairy tale retellings, and I didn't need any more convincing. Dark fairy tales are my favorite fantasy subgenre. The book that I picked out on this trip is not a dark fairy tale at all. I wanted to unwrap a book that felt like the mood of Valentine's week. This book with its bright pink packaging definitely called out to me. Let me know what you think this book might be. If you have any guesses for the title, I would love to hear it. I have no idea what this book is about. The genres are listed as chick lit, fiction, humorous, and contemporary, and the subjects say social media influencer, romance, India, family, and celebrity, and I don't think I've ever read this book before. Daisy, social media influencer, I am very intrigued. It also lists the first line of the book and it says, Gia Ahmed knew how to make herself look good. Angles, lighting, makeup, clothes, poses, post-production, editing. Let us unwrap this. I'm so nervous. I don't wanna, it's from the library, so I wanna be very gentle with it. I'm gonna slide off the bow first. No, don't rip, don't rip. Oh, I think I ripped it. There we go. So the bow is off. I don't think I have to return the packaging. I think I would probably just rip this and the library would be fine. But there's something about this stuck to my hand. There's something about this being a library book that makes me want to be extra careful with it. This tape is so sticky. I can see the top of it. Do I have a title here? No, I don't. It just says Williamson County Public Library, Franklin, Tennessee. Okay, we have another one. So you are probably gonna end up seeing the front of the book before I do. I'm gonna see the back blurb. Don't rip, don't rip. Nope, I ripped it. I tried. Oh, okay. That's why. There's more tape at the bottom. It's okay, it's okay. Is there dog hair caught in this? On tape. I don't have a dog. And y'all are gonna see what the book is, and let's count. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the book. It says, praise for the novels of Alicia Rye. I don't know who that is. There are a few quotes on the back. The first one says, the right swipe, so I don't know if that's this book or not. Sometimes they put quotes regarding authors' other books, which is so confusing. It says, Alicia Rye delivers compelling emotion, fascinating characters, and edgy romance in a razor-sharp, thoroughly modern voice that readers will adore. This says, Alicia Rye first comes like Christina Lauren? Christina Lauren has the front book. Okay. I do love books by Christina Lauren. One of our favorite authors. We love getting lost in her books. Ooh, and this is such a cute cover. I love this illustration on the cover. Okay. What is this book about? I have never heard of this book. I have never heard of this author before. Beauty expert and influencer Gia Ahmed has her eye on the prize. Conquering the internet today, the entire makeup industry tomorrow, and finally proving herself to her big, opinionated family. She has little time for love and even less time for men in her private messages. Girl, I feel you. Yeah, that's so true. Until the day a certain international superstar slides into her DMs and she falls hard and fast. There's just one wrinkle. He has no idea who she is. The son of a powerful Bollywood family. Oh, okay. Soap opera star Dev Dixit is used to drama, but a strange woman who accuses him of wooing her online, well, that's a new one. As much as he'd like to focus on his Hollywood fresh start, he can't get Gia out of his head, especially once he starts to suspect who might have used his famous name to catfish her. When the paparazzi blast their private business into the public eye, Dev is happy to engage in some friendly fake dating. Ooh, okay, I like fake dating. To calm the gossips and to dazzle her family. But as the whole world swoons over their relationship, Gia can't help but wonder, can an online romance turned offline fomance ever become love in real life? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would totally read this. I don't think I can read it in time to return it to the library because, as y'all see in my blogs, I'm a very slow reader, but this looks fun. I like the dedication page for the girls who are too much. Actually, we're just right. So yeah, this is the blind date with the book. Let me know if you guys have ever read this book, if you've read any books by this author, if you've heard of this author before. I am so curious. This is my first time hearing about this author. I love libraries for this. This makes me so happy. I am done reading Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This was an enjoyable YA romance. Now that I've finished the book, I'm not as bothered by the setup for the enemies portion of this enemies to lovers arc. There's more reasoning provided for why Bradley and Celine feel and behave the way they do, how their friendship fell apart, and why they are nervous to be friends again. But also this book doesn't dwell too much on the enemies to lovers portion. There's enough dislike early on for crisp blind served cold, but it moves on from enemies to lovers more quickly than I anticipated. And so Celine and Bradley are former friends to enemies to rivals to sort of friends. I'm not sure how to describe their relationship at that stage. I'm gonna pull lyrics from Senorita because I apologize, my mind is 90% pop song lyrics. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. They kind of enter that zone, and then bam, they are in love. There's a little bit of disconnect, but they are in love. There were lots of stages to their relationship, and the transitions sometimes felt sudden and choppy. The feelings happened really quickly and intensely. But once Bradley and Celine moved from speaking to each other to listening to each other, I like the way that they expressed their thoughts and feelings, how they told each other the truth even when they didn't want to. So the third act in particular, which was more to the end than the 75% mark, felt over the top and out of character for both Celine and Bradley. This book is over the top, but the last part, I'm trying not to spoil it, before the ball felt very soap opera-esque. Outside of that, I was surprised that the Breakspere enrichment program in the book, which is referred to BEP or BEP, I'm not sure, I'm just gonna call it BEP, was just 2-ish short sections. The BEP program wasn't the main chunk of the story. Most of this book wasn't set in the forest, and I didn't mind because I felt like those BEP scenes led to a lot of realizations and character developments, and the BEP experiences lingered in the minds of the main characters. But the blurb and the cover art, which is so cute by the way, even the end page, I think, yeah, the end page has a little tent, makes it seem like the majority of the story is set in the woods. It is not. But overall, I loved the characters. The humor is pointed and zestful. I love when characters develop the courage to pursue what they want to and believe in themselves. Neither Bradley nor Celine ended where they started, and that was so lovely to read about. Celine is bold and cheeky and cute, and Bradley is precious too, and Talia Hibbert even mentions him, I think, in the acknowledgements. Yeah, she says, which brings me to the first person I'd like to thank, Bradley Graham, the hero of this novel, who's been dealing with OCD for years and is enviably sensible about it. I have no idea if I'll ever be as good at coping as Brad is, but I do know that writing him inspired me to take better care of myself. So cheers, mate. Couldn't have done it without you. That is one of the sweetest starts to an acknowledgement section that I've ever read in a book. I could keep chatting about this book with y'all for quite a while, but I tend to underestimate how long it takes me to edit videos. So I am going to end the vlog here. I had 3 books in total that I wanted to read this week, but I only read one, but I really liked it. If you've read Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute or Check and Mate, or any other cute romance books or non-romance books, we can chat more about any or all of those books in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.